It's easy to please your man when you understand who he is, not just who you want him to be. The problem is that many women try to mold, correct, or teach him. They want a man to act the way they've imagined, not the way he truly is. And that's where the magic dies. No man feels good next to someone who treats him like a project. A man feels good with someone who makes him feel like a man, who admires him, who respects him, who doesn't compete, but adds to his life. Before you continue, if this kind of reflection makes you think differently, take a moment and subscribe to the channel. Here we talk about love without masks, real relationships, and what really pushes people apart or brings them together. Keep listening because this could change the way you see relationships from now on. Do you want to please your man? Then stop trying to prove that you are stronger than him. He already knows you are strong. He just needs to know he can relax with you. Because the woman who makes a man relax is the one he never forgets. Many women believe that being difficult makes them valuable, but the truth is that being mature is what makes you rare. Being calm when the world shouts, being firm without humiliating, being affectionate without losing yourself. That is the woman who truly wins a man's heart. And do you know what most pleases an emotionally mature man? It's not looks, it's not drama, it's not fleeting conquests, it's peace. The peace he feels when he's with you. Because he can fall for a beautiful woman, but he only stays with the woman who makes him feel light. That lightness comes from something simple yet rare: respect. Respect for his opinions, respect for his silence, respect for his space. A man doesn't need a woman who orders him around. He needs a woman who understands the power she holds and still chooses to be kind. Think about the small things in everyday life. When he comes home tired from work and you're arguing or demanding, you push him away. When you listen, smile, understand, and give him space to be human, you win much more. It's in those moments he feels being with you is worth it, that the relationship is not a burden, but a safe haven. Men value women who don't demand perfection, but presence. Ask yourself, when was the last time you truly listened to your man without interrupting, correcting, or turning the conversation toward yourself? Listening is also a form of love, and he notices. He feels when he's heard, when he's accepted, when he can be himself without having to defend himself. And when he feels that, the bond shifts in a deep, almost invisible, yet powerful way. Do you want to please your man? Then stop competing for control and start building complicity. Because when there is partnership, love grows. But when there's competition, love suffocates. Don't be fooled. A relationship doesn't die when love fades. It dies when the war of egos begins, when everyone wants to win and no one wants to understand. What a man wants is not a perfect woman. He wants a woman who inspires him to be better, who admires him without idolizing, who challenges him without diminishing, who loves him without suffocating. But many women confuse love with control, and control is the poison that kills any connection. You don't need to control a man to feel secure. You need confidence and self-confidence. Those who trust themselves don't need to watch over the other constantly. A man senses when he's being tested, manipulated, or provoked. Over time, he distances himself. Not because he stopped loving, but because he's tired of defending himself from the person he wanted to open up to. And here's something curious. When he pulls away, the woman panics and tries to win him back with more control, more jealousy, more pressure. But the tighter she grips, the more he escapes. Love is like the wind. You cannot hold it with your hands, you feel it. And to feel it, space is required. If this content resonates with you, take a moment and subscribe to the channel. Here, we open our eyes to see what the heart tries to hide. A man changes by choice, not by force. When he feels accepted, he wants to improve. When he feels pressured, he closes off. And when a man closes off, it's not coldness, it's self-protection. It's the shield he uses to avoid feeling diminished. But when he finds a woman who understands him without humiliating him, he lowers his guard, and that's when a real bond begins. Sometimes pleasing a man is simply not turning everything into a problem. Men value lightness, calm, and the feeling that they can breathe. And this has nothing to do with submission. It's about balance. You can be strong and sweet at the same time. You can have opinions without being aggressive. You can be passionate without being dramatic. Being a real woman is knowing how to balance strength and tenderness, and that's what most attracts a mature man. There are women who want to be admired so much that they forget to be understanding. They want respect but speak with disdain. They want love but act with anger. And then they say, men are afraid of strong women. It's not fear, it's exhaustion. Men don't flee strength, they flee hostility, constant criticism, the heavy energy of those who don't know how to build, only demand. And when he finds a woman who welcomes him without suffocating, he realizes love doesn't need to be a battlefield. If you've made it this far, subscribe to the channel because what comes next will impact you deeply. Pleasing a man has more to do with emotional wisdom than effort. It's understanding that the relationship reflects your inner state. If you are at peace, love flows. If you are at war, love bleeds. A man senses when a woman lives on alert, when she's always armed expecting to be hurt. That drives him away. You don't need to live defensively. True love doesn't demand armor, it demands presence. Presence means being whole but light, looking into his eyes and truly listening, not reacting to everything. Understanding that sometimes silence resolves more than 1,000 arguments. A man connects with authenticity. He notices when you are genuine, when you don't fake it, force it, or disguise it. He senses when you are the same person in joy and in anger. That consistency is rare, and it's what makes a man trust you. Love doesn't grow in intense passion, it grows in emotional security. Security is born when he realizes you are stable, even when life isn't. Additionally, pleasing a man involves recognition. Recognizing his achievements, big or small, his efforts, his attempts, his failures without humiliating him. Recognition is not flattery, it's valuing. And a man values a woman who knows how to value. He feels it when you celebrate who he is without trying to turn him into what you want him to be. The power to please also lies in small gestures. A genuine smile, a hug at the right moment, a word of support, a sincere compliment. Men notice this more than grand gestures or expensive gifts. When he feels you're by his side without pressure, without demands, without drama, he draws closer. Another way to please him is respecting his freedom. Men need space, even when in love. It's not about withdrawing, but allowing him to be complete with himself, his activities, friendships, and thoughts. A woman who understands this exudes confidence and maturity, and that is irresistible to any emotionally healthy man. If you want to truly please, be a woman who inspires, not manipulates. Inspire respect, desire, trust, love. When you do this, your man doesn't need to run to feel like a man because he already feels complete with you. In the end, pleasing a man means understanding that love is a reflection, a mirror. What you give emotionally returns multiplied. If you offer calm, attention, understanding, affection, and presence, you receive all of that back. If you offer demands, criticism, control, insecurity, you only get more of it. So if you want your relationship to thrive and for him to stay by your side, invest in your emotional maturity, your authenticity, the peace you convey, respect, lightness, and real presence. No man chooses to stay with someone who only demands, only criticizes, only controls. He chooses to stay with someone who makes him feel safe, whole, and light. If this message resonated with you, subscribe now to the channel The Unmasked Heart. Here we talk about love without disguise, real relationships, and how to stop repeating patterns that only bring pain. Love isn't a game, it's clarity. And when love is clear, it doesn't weigh, it heals.